Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I'm Todd.
I'm Todd. Sorry, Corey.
I'm Austin.
Oh, we have fun, kids.
I'm next to Todd. It's throwing me off.
Today we are playing a new game. Well, it's not even new. It's not released, I guess, is the proper term.
Yeah, we hacked it.
We hacked it by ordering it on Amazon.
It's an NFT of a game.
It's called Musk Rules, and you play a muskrat. No. We're actually playing the playtest for the new Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, written by Matt Forbeck and some other folks, probably. But, yeah. Also, Mike Capps and John Nee. So, Matt Forbeck is the most prominent name associated with it.
He's really the best of the Forbecks.
He is my favorite Forbeck. I hate his brother. Yeah, so we're going to do a one-shot of this. This is just a playtest. It's a very...
So what exact... A playtest, is that essentially like a video game in beta? Is that kind of the...
Yeah, basically. A few game systems have started doing this. The first that I recall doing it a few years ago was Star Wars Age of Rebellion, I think, from Fantasy Flight Games did one.
Oh, okay. That's not the Star Wars game we play.
No.
We play the 80s, the OG.
We play, the OG. That's how people in the industry refer to it, as the OG.
Yeah, that was before the word beta even existed.
OG1.
Oh, man.
Making jokes.
I have no idea where my head was before that pun just quashed all knowledge.
The playtest book has built-in characters in it.
Yes.
For our playtest, we'll be playing as established Marvel characters. I assume at some point you'll be able to create your own. But I think we were talking about it. We kind of compared this to when you play the first level of some video games and everything's just badass and lights are flashing and you're hurling fireballs at stuff and swinging two-fisted blades and shit like that. And then the very next level, they're like...
4 years earlier.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, you're a peasant with a wooden stick.
Yeah,
Like, that's what it'll be like when the game actually comes out.
the superheroes of Marvel, Iron Man, Thor, and what have you, are going to be much better than your standard level 1 superhero guy
bit.
if you made...
Well, they're starting off at level 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll briefly go over the rules, and then we'll play the adventure that comes in the playtest. And I think the actual game is going to come out in 2023. I think that's when it's due.
We'll be ready.
So, Todd, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Captain America.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I foolishly put Captain America as an option.
Well, wasn't like Groot an option?
Yeah.
That would not.
I don't.
Not
It
be
was a
fun
very
for
eclectic
audio.
mix of. One of you could have just been going, "I am Groot,"
Yeah.
which actually that's pretty funny
Yeah. For a minute.
for a minute, and then it
Right.
gets real old. Austin, who are you playing?
I am Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. But
Spider-Man.
not Peter Parker though.
Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Miles Morales.
There's a few Spider-Men out there.
When does the new Spider-Man Miles
Came
Morales?
out last year.
The new one?
The Spider-Man?
No, the new Into the Spider-Verse.
Next year. They actually just delayed it.
Did they?
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm really looking forward to that. I love the other one.
Yeah, super good.
Corey?
That's my favorite superhero movie.
It's fun. It's fun. If you haven't
Nobody
seen
cares, Austin.
it, I care. I care.
Sorry. It's early. I'm not all woke up yet.
Yeah,
Corey
it's,
hasn't had whiskey yet.
Exactly.
It's 3 a.m.
It's just winking at me over there.
Corey, who are you playing?
I'm playing the Wolverine.
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
Now, this is not Wolverine Logan. This is the Wolverine. It's just a Wolverine.
Right.
And they juiced him up on corn syrup and ivermectin.
Oh, God. So he's just shitting.
Yeah, they keep him in a box, and when they find the bad guys, they just let him
They
out.
just squeeze him.
Yeah.
They just fused some adamantium blades to his paws.
To a Wolverine.
Duct taped knives to it.
Does he have a healing factor? No, he's just mad.
Quite easy to kill, actually.
Sounds like an amazing character, really. Yeah, right. No, he's playing Logan Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't even know his last name.
Yeah, there's
Logan.
James Howlett is his actual name.
Is that
Yeah.
his name? Why do they call him Logan?
Because when he was growing up in the late 1800s on that
Okay.
Canadian plantation, there was a man who worked for his rich family named Logan, and he adopted that name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, read a book.
Yeah, no.
Duh.
Yeah.
Then he went on to found a chain of steak restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the end of that movie.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. So that's what we're going to play today. Briefly, we're going to go over the rules. If you're really interested, you can get the playtest for like $10 on Amazon.
Or you can take that $10 and subscribe to our Patreon.
You could.
Yeah. Don't be giving Bezos your money.
And you tell you what, you do that, you give us $10 a month, I'll send you my copy.
There you go.
Hey.
So this is the mechanic they use. They call it the Marvel 616 system. What that is a reference to is in the Marvel Multiverse, Earth 616 is the Earth of the conventional comic line. Forget the designation for the cinematic universe. It's different from the mainline Marvel comics. And so the core mechanic of this is you're going to roll 3 6-sided dice, one of which needs to be the Marvel die. So I'm assuming when the games comes out, they will be selling specialty Marvel dice with like probably a Marvel logo instead of a 6 or something. But the way you do it without that is you just get 3d6 and make sure one of them is a different color from the other two and just say, hey, this one's the Marvel die. That way you know. Because when you roll 3d6, what you're looking for is you want to roll high generally. But if your die result is a 6-1-6 and the 1 is the Marvel die, that's like the best roll in the game. Which statistically apparently is really
impossible.
Really rare. But generally, when your character's trying to do something, you're going to roll 3 6-sided dice, add up the numbers. If you roll a 1 on the Marvel die and anything other than a pair of 1s on the other dice, that's a fantastic roll. And when that happens, you count the Marvel die as a 6 and add the other 2 to it to get your result. A roll of 1 on the Marvel die and, like I said, a 6 on the other dice is the ultimate fantastic roll of 18, and that's even better than rolling 3 regular 6s. If you roll a 1 on all the dice, that's a botch, which is the worst possible result, and Austin dies.
I mean, probably.
It says that.
They've heard tale of your prowess.
It's canon now.
So that's the core. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to roll over a target number. This is a rank 10 adventure. So, for example, the standard target number, I believe, is 23. Numbers can be added to that to modify the difficulty. So, like if it's a challenging roll, then the standard modifier is 23 for these guys. If it's difficult, you add 2 to that. If it's trivial, you might reduce it by 7. Oh, okay. So there's 2 other modifications to that. There's an edge, which if you have an edge on something, you roll your dice, you can re-roll a single one of the dice and use the better of the results. So that is going to help you get a better roll. If you're in trouble, you do the same thing, except the narrator, which is I guess what they call the game master, can force you to re-roll a die. So if you got like a 6 on your Marvel die, but you had trouble, I could say re-roll that because I don't like you.
Wait, is this like momentum and stuff for the other games?
It is in that it lets you modify the die, but it's not like a pool of points.
Oh, okay.
It'll just be something like you have an edge on this roll because...
Oh, okay.
Right, like...
so is it more like having advantage in D&D?
Yes.
Okay.
It is advantage and disadvantage.
Got it.
Characters have abilities and powers.
Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot of them.
We figured that out pretty quick because they are level 10. If it was like baby Wolverine, he'd have 1 power and 1 claw.
Yeah, there are levels in this game, so in that way it is like D&D. Now, here's the mechanic
I would just like to point out that in this in this particular game that Captain America is already a rank 15.
Oh,
nice. There you go. What
well,
rank
he's been alive since the 20s.
Yeah. What rank is Spider-Man and Wolverine?
10.
Okay, cool. There is karma in this game. This is a throwback to the original Marvel superhero role-playing game that came out in the early 80s that had karma. Karma is, to Corey's point, more like momentum from Modifius 2D20 system or like tons of other mechanics.
And one of the original members of the New Mutants.
Yeah, sure, whatever, nerd. Narrative can give characters a point of karma for excellent job role-playing. I'll never give that. Rescuing somebody, making an inspirational speech. So, doing superheroic stuff, you can get karma points. And you can spend karma to give an attacker trouble, and you can spend it on yourself to get an edge. So you could spend it to get it, basically advantage or inflict a disadvantage on an enemy.
Okay.
And I'm sure there'll be other stuff that karma can do in the main game, but that's all it does for this.
Okay.
Does it say how many karma you have on your character sheets?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, how many do you guys have?
5.
5.
Cool.
8.
Of course.
Fucking-
I mean, it's Captain America. It's
Captain America. So combat in this game is very much like D&D. There's initiative. Characters act in initiative order. They use their powers. I mean, this is a very traditional role-playing game. It's at least in the playtest, it's not doing anything
Interesting.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
okay.
Unusual is the word I wanted to say.
Yeah, and we have our abilities like you would have strength and all that stuff. It's like might, agility, it spells out Marvel actually.
Son of a bitch.
Might, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, and logic are the abilities and stats there.
Sure, whatever.
How fucking cute. I hate this game.
It's a
Stupid.
lot of bitterness this morning. I don't.
It does. Yeah. No. What Kyle's saying is true. There's nothing like overtly like substandard about any of it. It's just it doesn't look like there's any more efficient mechanics in this one than there are in pretty much any kind of superhero role playing.
Well,
game.
Forge, he's an efficient mechanic. From
He's
the
not
X-Men.
in this game yet.
Read a book.
Yeah. We'll probably edit it out. You'll have to edit out my blank stare.
No, I'll get a picture of it and post it on the. That'll be a Patreon exclusive.
$5.
But that the long and short of it, that is the core rules. There, now obviously, this is a superhero game, so most of the rules of the game are in the power section. There's lots and lots of powers in this.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a game where, hey, I want to play a superhero game where I'll really get to customize a character, you'll probably like this. Well, let's get started with this adventure. Captain America, Spider-Man, and Wolverine are on scene at Empire State University. There's a hostage situation. Hydra agents have barricaded the Howard and Maria Stark building. They have hostages and they have demands. New York must drape the Statue of Liberty in a Hydra uniform or they'll kill a researcher every hour on the hour.
Jesus.
Police have surrounded the building and a very harried-looking police lieutenant smoking a cigarette and eating a ham sandwich is looking at the three of you just hoping you can get him out of this jam.
Wolverine kills him. Takes that
Sweet.
ham sandwich for himself.
Just like, I don't know what to do. This is above our pay grade. You know these Hydra guys, they have guns.
All right. Everyone just relax.
Oh my God.
Captain America is here.
God.
Every police officer in a 3-block radius has stopped to look at this.
And so Miles Morales is invisible.
Good call.
Oh yeah, he can do that.
Can you turn invisible? Oh, right,
Yeah.
he can, because he's...
Because spiders do that.
Yeah. That famous Mexican invisibility spider. Kills
Very-
30,000 people a month in Mexico. It's
invasive,
terrible. Yeah. So the three of you are outside this Howard and Maria Stark building. It's a 3-story building. The Hydra terrorists are on the top floor. The police don't know how many hostages they have. The police are just ceding the ground to the Avengers. They're not going to get in your way because you're the Avengers, regardless of what appears to have happened to Captain America. So, what are you guys going to do?
Kill them all.
Sure.
I mean, that's what Wolverine wants to do.
I mean, I'm fine with that, morally.
Yeah.
I can do some scouting first since I can be invisible.
Either Spider-Man. Yeah, it's Wolverine here. I kind of sound like Kyle's character from Jane Austen. But how about you THWIP on up there? I'm Canadian, you see.
I get it. So Spider-Man whips up the building, and I want to climb over and see, find a window or a skylight or something I can look down into and try to survey what's going on inside.
Sure. I mean, there's windows all along the front facade of the building. There's a skylight. I mean, these are normal Hydra agents, humans, and you can turn invisible, and you're Spider-Man. So I'm not even going to make you roll. You can just get in if you want.
Hey, just go ahead and kill them all while you're up there. We'll be down here. I'm going to look for a Tim Hortons. Yeah, it's fine. I'm a little hungry.
I could use a little nosh myself.
Do I even have to eat? It's not like I'm going to die. I got healing powers.
He probably has to eat.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter. It's not going to kill me. I'd just be uncomfortable.
I have no idea how Wolverine's powers work on.
Why does Wolverine? He's got health points. Why? Stupid.
It's a fair question. So Spider-Man whips up to the 3rd floor, looks in a window. You can see there's a stairwell, there's a couple of hallways. There's 3 Hydra agents that you can see talking to each other. They're in the green and yellow comic book uniform. You hear one of them say something like, "So do you think they're actually going to try to put a Hydra uniform on the Statue of Liberty?" Another one says, "Who cares? As long as they give us enough time to complete our real mission, that's all that matters."
I'll hold off attacking for the time being and
Good.
swing back down, pull Cap and Wolverine aside, and say, "Guys, there's something else going on here. The demands about the Statue of Liberty are not what they're really after."
So what you're saying is it's a distraction.
Yeah.
Well, we should just kill him either way.
I agree.
Doesn't really sound like something Cap would do, but okay. Murder! I like this change.
Maybe if we just incapacitate them, and then we can interrogate them and get some more information.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
You're going to kill them, aren't you?
I'm fucking Wolverine, dude. That's what I do.
All right, well, let's go up there and incapacitate these Hydra fellows, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, how we getting up there?
Avengers assemble.
Yeah, we're assembled. How we getting up there?
I'm gonna take the elevator.
That's historically not a good idea.
Hey, Spider-Man, why don't you make us a web slingshot thing, and we'll launch into the air like a soaring dove.
I'm sure that is one of my powers. Let me look at it.
The soaring dove technique.
Spider-Man, you have super strength, right?
Yeah.
He could
There's
just-
like 5 levels of super strength.
He could just do a Wolverine fastball special to get Wolverine up there.
Okay. One of my powers is fastball special.
Yeah.
So they're all inside, right? All the Hydra
Yes.
guys?
How many?
There's
once
3
again-
floors.
3 floors?
Oh, shit.
Well, Cap's just gonna run up the fucking stairs. I mean, he's Captain
Okay.
America. He's very fast.
Captain America's charging towards the front door.
So before we do this, one of Captain America's powers is battle plan. The character inspires one or more allies of their choice in earshot up to the character's rank. Inspired allies gain an edge on all action checks until the start of the character's next turn.
Oh, nice. Did you just do that? Do you have to roll anything?
Yeah, it's just something he can do. He says he always has a plan. So there
Nice.
you go. So
Okay.
Captain America battle plan in action.
So you guys will get an edge on basically your first round.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to launch up to the top of the building using Spider-Man's spider web.
Okay.
Using my fastball special.
Does Austin have to roll anything?
The character, I'm assuming this is Austin because an ally throws you is what happens.
Right.
So, fuck. But
No, that's valid.
the character makes a fight attack at the enemy they're thrown at. If the attack is a success, the enemy takes double damage. If the yeah.
Right. So he's throwing you at one of the Hydra agents on the top floor, basically.
Cap is just going through the front door
Yep.
and running up the stairs because he's Cap and he's fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody roll initiative.
What is that?
3d6. Everything is 3d6.
Okay.
Sure.
So the total of the 3, Kyle?
Yes. And make sure you add your initiative modifier.
Okay. So I got an 18.
Cool.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I'm rolling 17.
So, yeah, there's Spider-Man. Will you launch me through a window, why don't you? Okay, so, Austin, you need, for my fastball special, you're the one that needs to make the check here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could use I'd say, given since it's Spider-Man, you could use might or agility.
We'll say he, like pendulum swing Wolverine or all the way around through this window.
I'd prefer slingshot if I could. I've been thinking about it like for months now. Like if I'm ever hanging out with one of them 500 spider fellers, I'd really like to be slingshotted.
We'll do the slingshot. You look.
It's not asking a
I
whole
know
fucking
you're
lot,
excited, but
bud.
Captain America already started fetching at me, and I just let's go.
Will you just fucking slingshot? We've been talking 20 fucking minutes about this.
If you're gonna keep arguing, I'm gonna step over to the deli and have a nice corned beef sandwich.
Roll dice.
It's a 26.
Jesus.
Okay, so Wolverine is launched from the street up to the 3rd floor, smashes through the windows of the top floor of the Howard Maria Stark building. 3 Hydra agents. Oh my God!
Yeah, it's me, Wolverine, eh?
So you can make your attack, Corey. Does Wolverine get 40 attacks? I don't even know.
He's a bit of a scrapper. Okay, number 1, the fastball special, it was successful, so the enemy takes double damage.
Oh dear God.
Okay, so I'm rolling my fight damage,
Yep.
which is 3d6 plus 31. So,
Jesus.
I
like this game,
and that's
Kyle.
and that's going to be doubled.
I don't care what you say. I like how we can roll in this game.
Well, it's a low roll. It's 5, but it's plus 31, and that's doubled.
Okay, this is a Hydra agent
Okay.
who is a human
right. So,
who has 5 health points.
okay. Then in that case, I'm bursting through the window at high speed
Sure.
with the assist of Spider-Man. I smash through the window, introduce myself. As I'm flying, I extend both my claws, snick, and jab them into the chest, the middle of the chest of the first Hydra agent in my way, and I pull them apart, opening his rib cage and exposing his lungs and heart, also slashing those to pieces.
Sure. Yeah, most of the guys
Incapacitated.
there's just a
Got him, Cap.
this splash of red that just washes over the other 2 Hydra agents, one of which is staring in complete and utter shock. The other is screaming. But it's the kind of scream that he probably doesn't know he's screaming. He just hears it and thinks, oh, who's screaming? Oh, that's me. I'm terrified.
Actually, I'm going to use another ability called Fast Slash right now. It basically it splits my attack to make 2 attacks at 2 different enemies.
Okay.
So I guess I would use that same roll. It's the 60 some odd
I mean,
points.
basically, that was Austin. So it's your turn.
Okay.
So you can do that now.
So there's 3 guys, or now 2?
There's definitely not 3.
Okay.
There's definitely one of them is gone.
Okay. I'm at
In a physical and a spiritual sense. Personally, I feel sorry for the Empire State janitor.
Okay, I'm gonna kill 2 more guys.
Okay, sure. No, I feel like that's gonna happen.
So what am I rolling to see if I hit?
3d6. I probably might.
Might,
modifier, yeah.
Got a 1 on the Marvel die.
What's that mean?
What'd you roll on the other 2 dice?
4 and a 3.
That means treat the 1 as a 6.
Okay. Will do. That's 13 plus 15 for my modifier on my might.
Sure.
So,
So what's your total?
Excessive.
I mean, like, they don't have any defenses higher than a 16, so you hit.
okay, I got him. Got him good. I did.
I kind of feel like the writers of this game were like, okay, we're going to start them out against human Hydra agents. and if they're going to play, like, be faithful to the Marvel verse, they're probably just going to tie them up.
Well,
or knock them out.
Maybe not. So roll your damage there, Wolverine.
Okay, my damage again is 3d6 plus 31.
You don't have to roll. There's no reason to roll.
Yeah, there is, to see how bad I hurt them.
Sure.
That's 4 plus 31.
35.
I'm using my Fast Slash ability, which lets me attack 2 guys. If the attack is a success, it was, the enemy takes half the damage.
So what? One takes 18 and the other takes 17?
Yeah.
Again, they each have 5 hit points.
Okay, but I'm not going to kill him as hard as I killed the last guy.
Technically, no.
Okay, so Wolverine does a little roll on the floor.
Sure.
Like, not head over head. He does a little roll on his side for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey." And then he springs up and he's like, hey, how's it going, Wolverine? And he snicks. He sticks both arms out and he... between
Listeners could see the visual.
Hey, how's it going, Wolverine?
he's in between them. Sometimes called Logan when I'm keefing the ganja. You can call me Hagen. Ha! And then stab them both in the face.
Yeah, so there's more blood splatter on the 3rd floor. The screaming abruptly stops as Captain America is smashing through the front door. 3 more Hydra agents on that floor. Ah! It's Captain America! Oh my God! Sign my shirt.
Cap comes bursting through the door. He's got a shield in one hand and a half-eaten corned beef sandwich in the other because he did go to the deli before he ran up the stairs.
It's a really good deli.
And he is going to use his Rico shield, which is where he throws his shield and it ricochets off of all of his targets and comes back to him.
Okay. How's that work?
Okay, the range is 10 times the character's rank.
I feel like
100
Cap is a
feet,
15. That's 150 feet.
Jesus. You could have just stayed out in the street. Really.
Yeah. Just stay behind the police barricade with your
could have
fries.
just stayed out there and eat my sandwich and threw it through the door. He makes a ranged attack at a target. If the attack is a success, the target takes fight, physical, or bashing damage.
Okay.
If the attack is a fantastic success, the target is also knocked prone, and the character can make an extra attack against another target adding the extra range between the two targets to the new attack roll. Fuck this game. The fuck is that? And this can go on until the attack fails.
Jesus.
Kyle, I like this game.
So
I feel like I can do well at this game.
ranged is agility versus their agility. What's your agility modifier?
My agility, my score is 4, and the modifier is plus 13.
The only way you will not hit them is if you roll 3 ones.
Okay, well, let's roll.
And even then, technically, you would still hit them. But that's just a fumble. That's right. That's literally the only reason why you
Because
wouldn't.
it can keep going over and over until I fail, you know.
But I mean, you can hit 3 by default, right?
Sure.
Yeah. There's only 3 people in this room. No, you know what? All 6 Hydra agents, all 6 of the other Hydra agents are on the first floor, pointing guns at you. Let's see what you can do there, Cap.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
All right, roll your dice.
God bless the USA.
Yeah. The other 3 guys come running out.
9 plus 13.
So yeah, you hit. Like,
What is with this game?
now, what do you have to do to keep it going? Do you have to have a fantastic success? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what's your damage for your ranged attack? It should be
3d6 plus 28 plus 4, so that's 32.
There's no reason to roll the dice. Like, what happens to these 3 poor bastards?
Well, I mean, it's Cap, so he's not going to kill them. But I mean, the guns are knocked out of their hands and they are out for a while.
Just knocked silly.
Yeah, there's just this big gong noise, blong, 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 and Cap catches the shield again. There's just 3 dudes down, and the 3 guys that just ran in, they throw their guns down. They're just
Probably a smart move, fellas, because I can do this all day.
one of them. That's his tagline. I know, I'm geeking out right now, but they run outside to be arrested, and they heard Wolverine was upstairs. That's really,
Telltale sound
really
of
more of a
slashing.
big motivator.
So in the next instant, Spider-Man comes flipping through the window of the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Oh, hey
and
there.
lands in the middle of the room.
Hey, look what I did.
It looks like somebody took the contents of a blood bank and pushed it through a wood chipper.
It's like Dead Alive, basically. The lawnmower scene.
Spider-Man just on reflex goes invisible again.
It's like if a slaughterhouse got struck by lightning and cows are just balloons made of blood.
Cap then goes up the other 2 flights of stairs.
Again, wood chipper, blood spray.
Oh, hey there, Cap. Spider-Man just got here, but he turned invisible.
It's a good thing.
Cap is just looking around.
Yeah, I got into the murder.
Good work, I guess. So, just to give you a little update, there are 6 more Hydra agents down on the 1st floor who are, how shall I say, not eviscerated past the point of being recognizably human.
Well, you want me to head down there and take care of them?
No, that's fine.
All right.
Stay right here.
Okay.
Has anyone found any of these college students yet who they were supposedly going to kill every hour?
Yeah, actually, I after I took their Hydra masks off, turns out it was the college students, the Hydra agents. No, that'd be crazy, though, wouldn't it? I would feel really bad, and normally I don't care about killing people. Canadian, you know.
You know what, Wolvie? You do you, my friend.
Thank you.
So suddenly there's a massive explosion and the ceiling falls in all around you. And standing as the smoke clears on the roof are supervillains in the green, green and yellow of Hydra agents. These are apparently crude copies of the Avengers kitted out with Hydra technology for their powers. They identify themselves as Tactical Force, Lightning, and Hammer.
Terrible names, fellas.
You can tell they're copying Iron Man, Storm, and Thor.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Storm. She's a friend of mine, and she wouldn't appreciate this. Time to kill.
Meet your doom, Avengers.
That's a lame line,
Lightning
buddy.
says.
Oh, just terrible lightning.
Okay, let's, first of all...
Wolverine runs into battle.
Okay. Do you guys want to keep your initiatives from before?
Sure.
Logan, before you go running after these fellas and committing all the murder, perhaps we should try to settle this in the courts. I mean, I think we have a very good case for copyright infringement.
Yeah, and we got Disney lawyers.
That's true. That's true. So Tactical Force, AK, who's clearly a copy off Iron Man, raises his hands at Wolverine. I don't think so, Canadian.
Oh, like that's an insult. I'm a proud Canadian.
26. What's Wolverine's agility, Corey?
His defense and agility is 25. Do I use the modifier that's on here?
No, that's already factored in.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
my defense is 25.
26. Yeah. So our Tactical Force, definitely not Iron Man, hits you with his energy beams. 14 plus 28 plus 8. Oh, man.
Jesus.
Why?
Every modifier is an equation.
Yeah. We got excited at first when the damage rolls were so high. I'm quickly realizing
Yeah.
everything is high. We also have, I'm going to point this out to the listeners, a health of 90.
No, mine's higher than that.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, that's what mine is. Where we normally have a health of like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your health, Wolverine?
130.
Oh, Cap.
shit.
Cap has 180.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Why do I always pick the fucking invalid characters of the presets?
So Tactical Force raises his hands and blasts Wolverine with an energy beam, inflicting 50 points of damage.
Oh, wowie.
Now, do you have anything on your sheet called damage reduction? It should be.
Yes.
What's your damage
It's
reduction?
15 versus bashing. I don't think this is bashing.
This is not bashing.
Okay.
So you take 50 points of damage.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so that puts me at 80.
You're also blinded by
Why is that?
because he rolled a 1 on the Marvel die,
Oh, fuck.
which is a fantastic success, and you're knocked back
Oh, blinded. Ha, healing factor. Go. I'm fine.
50 feet. How does your healing factor work, by the way?
At the end of my turn, I regain health equal to my rank. So 10 health, I guess.
Yeah, so at the end of this turn, you'll get 10 health back.
Okay.
And you're blinded until the end of Tactical Force's next turn.
Yeah.
And it is your turn now.
Okay.
Now, you're blinded. You can still attack people.
Yeah.
You move at half speed.
Oh God, it's going in blind.
But you have
Not
trouble.
good for these fellas.
Spider-Man goes invisible again.
You have trouble on the roll, which just means that I can make you re-roll one of your dice.
Okay, so it's basically disadvantage.
Essentially, yes. So right now, all the bad guys are still on the roof above you.
Okay, Wolverine's going after Tactical Force.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Coming and stabbing with the
Sure.
claws.
How are you going to get up to the roof where he's at?
I guess I'm going to take the stairs.
You can't see the stairs. You can't find it because you're blinded.
Somebody throw me.
I'll say, I mean, you can hold your turn until somebody can heave you.
Okay.
Cap goes immediately after you.
Okay. Hey, Cap, having a little trouble seeing here. Could you let me sit on your shield? You throw the shield, that'll give him a good bonk, and I'll ride on it and stab while it's bonking.
I really don't care to do that at all, but
All right.
you gotta hold back on the murder. I mean,
Well, these guys are ripping off Tony Stark and everybody. That's not cool.
right, but that's more of a problem for our legal department. I mean, just try not to murder, okay? And you
Okay.
got a deal.
Can I ride your shield, though?
You can ride my shield.
Okay, cool. I won't murder. Wink.
So you can fastball special Wolverine. Who are you throwing him at? Lightning, hammer, or tactical force?
We're gonna throw him at tactical force.
Okay. Roll your agility. It's basically an agility throwing attack.
Captain America has inspiration as one of his powers.
Okay.
Oh.
What's that do?
It inspires an ally in earshot. The ally gains an edge on all action checks until the start of the character's next turn. So, I'm inspiring you.
Oh, thank you. I feel pretty inspired. So
that'll-
basically, since I already had disadvantage, this just evens it out.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
So Todd, roll your action to throw Wolverine.
That's my agility, correct?
And
Yep.
I'm riding your shield, right?
Sure.
Sitting on it?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to sit on the motherfucker like a sit and spin. Wee.
Here we go. That's a 9 for 13 plus 13, so 26.
That is not going to be sufficient to hit tactical force.
Yeah, I would imagine Iron Man's armor is high.
Do I still get thrown up there, though?
Yeah. You'll get.
That's the noise Wolverine makes as he's spinning on the shield.
You're just not going to get to make the do the damage from the fastball special. But
Gotcha.
you still get. So Wolverine slams into tactical force. He's slashing his claws into the battle suit, not cutting through anything important. Tactical force is like, get this guy off me! They're spinning him anywhere. Now Wolverine you can take your normal turn.
Okay.
You still get the edge from Cap's inspiration,
Cool.
And I'm also going to lend him combat support. Can I do that?
which is
I choose an ally, and that ally makes an action. If that ally makes an action check before the start of the character's next turn, the ally automatically rolls a 1 on its Marvel die, and that die cannot be affected by trouble.
absolutely you can do that.
Cool.
So you can just take what if you do vicious slash? I guess you can just instantly do double damage.
I can use Vicious Slash, so whatever I get, if I get a Fantastic Success, which is what I'll get with his help, I'm going to deal double damage, and it knocks the enemy prone.
His defense is 22, so that's what you're angling for.
So I'm doing a might check, is that correct?
Yep, might versus agility, so it's 28.
So that's 6.
Turn your Marvel die into a 1, which is 6.
Yes. Okay.
10, basically.
10 plus my modifier is plus 15.
So 26.
Sure.
Now, his defense is 28. Do you want to use a karma to re-roll one of your dice?
Sure. I'm going to use 2 of my karma, 5 karma, to roll 2 of the dice.
Okay.
Got a 4 and a 2. 28, exactly.
That's what you need.
Yay!
Now you do what? Double damage.
Yeah, and it knocks him prone. Haha, take that, you bugger.
So roll your damage.
Okay. Fight damage is 3d6 plus 31.
Jesus.
6. So 37. So that's double. 37 is 74. Total of 74 points of damage, and he's knocked prone. Take that, you old rip-off, you son of a gun.
So Wolverine slams his claws into tactical force. They go down, slam onto the roof. There's oil and hydraulic fluid spurting all over Wolverine. Get the Canadian off me!
Hey.
Lightning looks at Wolverine and says something in German. You don't know, because you don't speak German.
Oh,
Does
great.
Wolverine speak German?
Yeah.
What's it? Of course You don't know.
He kind of speaks everything. He's been alive for 150 years.
That's probably true.
He speaks Japanese, I know that.
6. Agility is 17. I don't think that's going to get through your defense. What's your defense?
For which stat?
For agility, I'm sorry.
Agility? 25.
Yeah, so a lightning bolt goes over your head.
Oh.
Lightning, a.k.a. Storm, rises up into the air, again, berating you in German, and it is Hammer's turn. He leaps down into the top floor. It's this clearly Hydra-inspired version of Thor. He says something, flurgy, burgy, lurgy.
Oh.
Wait, so he's Norwegian?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Sven.
Rolled a 6, 36 to hit Captain America's agility. What's your defense on agility?
24.
I hit you, man. 56 points of damage. He slams into you with this carbon copy of Mjolnir. Do you have any damage resistance?
40 versus health damage dealt.
Oh, then you take 16 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord.
And it is Spidey's turn.
Spidey jumps to the aid of his Canadian buddy and swings up, and I want to hit Lightning with a spider strike. Which is just this overwhelming pummeling of fists and webs and kicks and all kinds of fun stuff.
Okay, cool. That sounds... You hit her and she dies. No. Her defense is 22. 14
plus 12, that's 26.
So what's your fight damage? 3d6 plus 48
3d6.
million.
3d6 plus 21.
Ooh, and you got a 6 on the Marvel die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an 11 plus 21, so 32.
And so you're going to make a second attack?
There's a 1 on the Marvel die,
Yay.
That's fine.
but a 1 on the
yeah.
on one of the other die.
That doesn't matter, as long as they're not both. So this is a fantastic success, so she'll be paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what that does? Mm-hmm. Cool.
And that's plus 12, so it's 18.
Her defense is 22. Do you want to spend karma on that 1 you roll?
Wait, but doesn't his 1 count as a 6?
He rolled 2 1s.
Oh, the 1 on the Marvel die does count.
It does
as a
count.
6.
You're right,
I'm
Todd.
sorry.
Good
Yeah,
call.
thank you, Todd. So that's a total of 11 plus, so 23.
So you just hit, yeah. So she's paralyzed. And how much damage did you do?
28.
Jesus. So much fucking math in this game. I hate it.
60. And I said she was flying, so she's going to fall. And she takes falling damage. She took
Tangled up.
7 points of falling damage.
Nice.
And it is Tactical Force's turn. He is...
Oh, this fucking loser again. Get bent, you hosehead.
Tactical Force heaves Wolverine off of him, gets up and just decks Wolverine in the face.
Take off then.
44 points of damage.
Dang.
Apply your damage reduction.
It's 15 versus bashing. Is this bashing?
This is, he's punching you, so that would be bashing.
Yeah, take about 15 of that back there, buddy.
29.
29. Gosh darn it.
And it's Wolverine's turn, and you're no longer blinded.
Okay, Wolverine is going to use Focus Fury.
Okay.
Make a fight attack with an edge, so advantage.
Cool.
If I succeed, the enemy takes the normal physical slashing damage.
Sure.
Plus damage equal to the amount paid in focus. And my focus is 105.
Make sure you hit first.
I got advantage on that. So what am I trying to hit?
Iron Man 28.
Okay.
You've got, the Iron Man armor. No, excuse me. Tactical Force.
Tactical Force. So
Oh,
cool.
we got a 1 on the Marvel die.
Did.
That automatically becomes a 6.
Plus 15. So that's 27, right?
Yes.
But I got advantage, so
You can re-roll that one of your dice.
Okay. That's a 5.
Yeah.
Got him. Take that, Tactical Force, you
Okay.
loser.
So does it have a fantastic ability result? Because you got a fantastic result.
Yeah, it doubles the total damage.
Oh my god.
Let me roll the damage here.
Okay, so let's see what the base damage is.
Okay, so that's 12 plus 31.
And then that's just your normal damage,
That's
right?
just normal run-of-the-mill damage. Plus my focus from that attack, which is 105.
Now, if you use all your focus, I'm pretty sure you pass out.
Oh, so I can pick the amount I want to use?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use 104.
So how much damage?
That's 147 damage, and that's doubled. So
Now, you might not want to use all your focus because that is like twice as many hit points as he has normal.
okay, then I won't. I'll use like 20.
So 50.
I'm gonna use 25.
There you go. With your regular damage.
Okay, so that's 67. Got my calculator rocking here.
And that's doubled?
That's doubled. It's 134 points of damage. Yeah, take that, fucker.
You can explain how Tactical Force dies.
I would love to, thank you. It's the
'Cause-
dumbest name, and I don't like him.
Because there's no way.
Okay, Wolverine extends his claws into Tactical Force's clavicles, and one at a time brings both arms down to make like an X through his torso. Like, kind of like a Canadian mutant Zorro there, but I made an X, get it? Because of my teammates.
Weapon X.
Ah, oh, and Weapon X. That's a double good one.
We don't know how Wolverine's supposed to sound in the comics. He could sound
He's
like that.
he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically I cut a giant X through his body, quartering him essentially.
So it's like an empty bucket of intestines was just spilled onto the roof.
Yeah.
It's just splashing up against Lightning, who's webbed, and she starts freaking out. Ah, my God, my God!
Yeah, Dodd, take her easy there. I'm coming after you next there,
Yeah,
hon.
there's blood spilling over the roof, raining down onto Hammer and Captain America.
Hey, Cap, I messed up and murdered a man. Yeah.
And it's Captain America's turn.
Right, and he was just attacked by
Hammer.
Cap is going to attack.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. He is going to use his shield bash.
Okay. Hammer's defense is 27.
Mr. Hammer, let me say before I defeat you that I personally am friends with Thor, and you, sir, are no Thor. It's hammer time. Right, 8 plus 13 is 21.
Target is 27.
Oh,
You can use your karma to re-roll some of those.
Yeah, you have, how many karma points do you have?
8.
So you can re-roll, I mean, you could spend up to 3 points if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll all 3 of those.
There you go. So you've got 5 karma left.
All right, got a 1 on the Marvel die.
So that's 9, basically.
Yeah, so it's 22 now.
I'd help you out there, bud, like you helped me earlier, but I don't have any powers that help anybody.
I'm shocked.
It's just stabbing and healing for old Wolf.
Yeah, I'm really not in need of any murder at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's coming.
I mean, you could spend more karma to re-roll those white dice.
I'm going to spend 2 more karma,
Okay.
which I spent 3 before.
Yep.
So this is 2, so that's 5 total. So I still have 3 left after this.
Yes.
Yeah, no big deal. We're not playing this game for another year.
Right.
Probably, yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
wow.
There you go.
That is a 12, 16 plus 13. That's 29.
That'll get her.
That'll do, pig. And that's a fantastic success. So
Yes.
it's double damage, and he's knocked prone. So roll your damage first, and we'll double it.
So, Kyle, each of those karma rerolls, do those add to the previous rolls?
No, it's re-rolling.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not additional dice. Good question.
Okay, so there's 3. There's 9 plus 28. That's 41, and that's doubled, so it's 82.
It knocks Hammer prone.
I would say so.
And for every, I think a standard effect, I was looking at the rules earlier, for every 10 points of damage, you knock them back 5 feet. So Cap basically spins in a circle,
So we're not even this building anymore.
No, he smashes Hammer with the shield. Hammer goes flying back through a number of walls, out of the building and into the street below.
We're basically Man of Steel fighting at this point.
Yeah, that's right. So we're going to roll some falling damage for Hammer.
Oh, boy.
So 12, 15. He lands in the street. Thor apparently has no damage resistance, so he's just eating all of this. And you hear, Flurger, ow. And a car alarm starts going, ee.
Hey, Wolverine, you see that? I defeated him. He's no longer a problem, but he's still breathing.
Yeah, I'll go down there and murder him.
No. We're fine. We're fine. Just stay here.
I'm just
Jesus Christ.
So watching Tactical Force be eviscerated has terrified Lightning reasonably. Because
I'm a little scared myself.
she's stuck in webbing on the roof with Captain Canadian Psycho Pants.
I'm just staring at her.
So-
Hey, Storm's my friend, and I don't appreciate this lady. I'm coming down there. Give me just a sec.
So she's going to try to break free of the Spider-Man's webbing, which unfortunately for her is a might versus TN22. It's not a bad roll. Oh, she just got it. 14 plus 8 is 22, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she just like panic motivates her. Like you see
An explosion of lightning.
you just see an explosion of lightning just rip through the webbing. She's screaming in German and just takes off flying away. Just as fast as possible.
Spider-Man lands back on the ground like, aw.
Hammer gets himself up off the car that he crumpled, flies back up to, and he's looking through all these wall holes at Captain America. Schlurga, and he throws his hammer at Captain America.
Ooh.
What is your agility defense, Todd?
24.
30. Hydra Mjolnir comes slamming into you for 52 points of damage. Your damage resistance will apply if you have it. Damage reduction.
It's 40 versus health damage dealt by any attacks against agility defense. So 12.
Yeah, 12. That's great. So he outstretches his hand, the hammer comes flying back, and he says, Flurga, blurga! And it is Spider-Man's turn. Lightning is flying away, and a hammer you can hear down at the lower level. Apparently, Hammer and Cap are still bashing on each other.
I'm going to use web trapping on Hammer.
Okay.
So Spider-Man swings down as Hammer's still hovering outside of the building, outside of that giant hole. Let's go with both hands and whips a bunch of webs all around Hammer and basically traps him in place and pastes him to the wall.
Alrighty.
So web trapping, you can fill up to 100 cubic feet with sticky webs, and the affected region is considered difficult terrain.
100 cubic, that sounds like a lot to me. I'm not great at geometry.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that much. It's safe to say it's a lot.
It's sufficient. So now, do you have to roll, or does this just happen?
Action, standard attack.
Okay, so you do have to make an attack. Okay, gotcha.
29.
That hits.
Cool.
Miles Morales lets loose, just fills the space between the buildings where Thor is hovering. I'm sorry, Hammer is hovering with webs.
I like to imagine there's this, hurry, your friend.
Yeah, he's trying to
just
get
covered up.
his faux Mjolnir out. Webs are sticking to him and to the buildings, and it's Wolverine's turn.
Alrighty.
Lightning is flying away.
I probably can't reach her. She's...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wolverine, no, you couldn't.
Can we please address how dumb it is to have a character named Hammer who uses a hammer?
Yeah, I'll take care of that real quick. So I leap down on Hammer, who's stuck to the building.
Sure. And I believe his I've just looked at Paralyzed. You get an edge.
Okay.
And his defenses are reduced by 10.
Okay, sounds good. And how's he looking right now?
He's banged up, but he's still got a lot of juice left in the oven.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
Juice left in the oven. I don't know that.
Excellent. Excellent.
What kind of juicing
I
are
put
you
my
doing?
orange juice in the oven.
Honey, I'm thirsty. Heat me up some juice.
What kind of
Where did that even
weird
come from?
Carlisle County axiom is that?
I gotta stop doing coke. Anyway,
Juice in the oven.
he's got a lot of gas in the engine. He's taking about half damage.
He's still got a lot of pudding in the microwave.
Specifically, he has 103 health left.
Okay.
So if you can land your whatever murder thing Wolverine gets,
Okay.
I guess it's just called It should just be called I want this guy to die.
Yeah. I'm going to use Focus Fury again.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that same thing I used
Oh,
last
real?
time.
That's a real
Yeah.
surprise. I'm surprised you're using that.
Yeah, using a fight attack with an edge. I've already got an edge, so I got double edge.
Yes.
Okay. That's 7.
You definitely re-rolled a 1.
Okay. It becomes a 6, so.
I mean, you've hit already.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Alrighty.
Captain America walks over to the hole in the side of the building and is like, if there are any children who are present down in the street, you might want to take them home.
Good idea.
Nah, check it out, kids. You need to see this kind of thing. Toughens you right up. Worked for me.
So roll your damage.
So it's going to be my damage plus whatever I decide to spend in focus.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. Which I have 80 focus left. Got 13 damage plus. Okay, so that's a total of 44, and whatever I choose to use in focus, which I have 80 left.
Sure.
Going to use 79.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, God.
Wolverine plops down on Hammer
Sure.
and says, "Ears to you, bud." And I slam both my fists on the sides of his head with the knuckle that is near his ear canals, extend one claw into each ear canal.
Okay.
The worst wet willy ever.
He just goes flirt.
Yeah, that's not good. I know. Shh. Go to Jesus.
The body just sags in the webbing.
Don't mess with the US of A or Canada.
And the calm settles over the battlefield. There's a bunch of cops and citizens staring up at Wolverine murdering some random
Hey, kids.
superpowered Hydra agent.
How's it going?
And Cap turns to Wolverine and says, you know what? You did a fantastic job today, Mr. Wolverine. But,
thanks, Cap.
You know, I think it would be best for everyone if you just went back to your ex-people. You know, I think we're fine over here in the Avengers.
Okay.
And so, yeah, just go back to that...
Genosha?
Yes, exactly. Just go back and hang out with the other mutants, and me and Spider-Man here, we'll keep things under control.
I mean, you're the one who hired me there, so...
Well, you performed very well in the interview, but
I killed a guy in our interview. You were like, what's your skills? What's your main? And I killed the butler.
So the camera pans back off our heroes arguing on top of a building amidst the corpse of multiple Hydra agents. The credits start to roll. We go through the obligatory cool Marvel cutscenes, and we get to the end credit scene. And it's Tucker Carlson going, "How Captain America's weird accent endangers us all." The end.
Yay.
The Superhuman Registration Act was passed 1 week later.
Basically, yeah.
yeah, actually, there's a post credit sequence where you just see the janitor with a mop.
It's Stanley.
Oh no.
Yeah, just so upset.
Yeah.
Just,
And Wolverine cuts his throat. Excelsior.
that's our take on the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game.
Yeah. Test version.
We had a good time with it.
I had fun.
It's fun.
It's very. I mean, they're gonna have to tweak some shit because the math is absurd.
Yeah, it's not the high numbers. That's in and of itself. That I can take that or leave it. I mean, anything can be just transposed down to something simpler as far as the numbers. It's just the amount of different modifiers for any one action.
Yeah.
Well,
That
and we
kinda
were
slows things
and
down.
we were discussing this earlier. Like we're starting at like level 10 on this thing or something like that.
Sure.
So, like when the actual game comes out, you won't have like
All these powers.
Yeah.
Like Cap, at this level already has like 14 or 15 powers.
Yeah.
You would
already-
start out with
yeah.
like 2 when you begin the game.
Yeah.
So you'd have more experience with them, and
Yeah.
it would get more complicated as it went along. And
I mean,
you
I
would just
like-
be thrown into it like this.
I like how it works in general. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
overly complicated in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 616 mechanic's clever.
Not too bad.
It is clever. It seems like a way to. It seems like a lot of shoehorning just for a reference.
Sure.
But I do like that being the way that we can basically legendary successes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a crit. I mean, it's a crit.
Honestly, though, they are going to have to make some tweaks because Austin was still alive at the end of the game.
Yeah, makes
so-
no
Just,
sense.
this is the best I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man didn't take any damage. I mean, you incapacitated two of the bad guys, leading
Yeah.
to the murder of one of them. So I think technically you're an accessory.
Yeah, accessory accessory before the fact, I guess.
Yeah. So we want to thank our sponsor,
Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway, downtown
Mm-hmm.
Paducah, Kentucky.
and there's webbing in the canisters in their toilets. If you take those apart, you'll find Spider-Man webbing.
Yo, it's disgusting.
There's a Funko Pop in each one.
Yeah. We also want to thank our Patreon backers.
Thank you, Patreon backers.
Thank
we got
you.
some cool stuff coming your way pretty soon.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good bank of content to edit up for the next few Patreon entries.
And also, Captain America is available to record cameos.
Jesus.
We may play this again when the actual game comes out.
Yeah. I think we should just to see what they fixed.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at it for sure. And we've by no means exhausted.
And if we do, we'll make our own characters next time for sure.
Yeah.
Some dumbass powers.
It's I think for $10 it's not bad. If you just want a really basic superhero role playing game.
So is it just that one adventure in there, or
Yeah, that's it. That is the. I guess my one complaint is that if they expect people to playtest this, there's only one real villain stat block, which is the Hydra Agent.
Yeah.
And you,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and so if you were gonna GM it, you would have to do a lot of work, which is one reason we're not gonna play any more than this, because I have a life.
Yeah. So really all you have is just a comparison for like what a normal human looks like.
Yeah, which is the Hydra Agents, which is why the bad guys in this are the other not heroes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they could have thrown in like 5 pages of supervillains.
Sure. Mole Man and whatnot.
Sure, just something so you're not having to fight carbon copies of the other players. But this has been Bastard Quest.
It has.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
I'm Todd.
I'm Austin.
Corey. Fuck.